So the iPhone 11 will be released on September 20th. Now, there will be three different versions of the iPhone 11, just like last year. Uh, a lot of my subscribers wanted prices, so I got the prices for you. So, an apparent pricing leak broke via evaders in early May, claiming that the Apple will offer the iPhone 11 on undisclosed contracts. Now, this meaning without you signing on T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, etc., etc. Starting out, and this is the smaller version of the 11. You know how they had last year the 10R, pretty much the budget models for $399, 128 gigabytes. Then they have a $499 version with 256 gigabytes. Then they have a $599 version that will be 512 gigabytes. SIM-free pricing was claimed to be $1,000, which is 128 gigabytes, all the way up to $1,100 for 512 gigabytes. So we know it's facts. There will be three different versions. These prices will vary, but here today, where we are with smartphones and the prices of them is just staggering, because this is when you really can appreciate a phone like a LG Stylo that got high praises because of the budget amount. Like, you could actually pay like $200 and get a lot of the features that's on the iPhone, that's on the Galaxy series, but not as powerful. So as long as they continue to push the prices up and add all these features that you really can live without, let's be honest, some of the stuff like the earbuds, we saw those years ago when they was like at the $5 five and below, but they didn't have Apple on them, and nobody. That's why they are so expensive. You can get the same knockoffs that do the same thing, and you can be honest with yourself, people. Those things really ain't shit but just Bluetooth. That's it. They just put Apple on them and Samsung and made them higher quality. So now they're getting rid of the jacks and they're making us buy that shit. Or if you want to stay with the $1,000 or $500, $600 that you paid for those wired Beats, which a lot of people spent a lot of money on those Beats by Dre's, and other headsets that had stereo jacks, you have to get a dongle, which is not that expensive. So, I mean, still you're spending more money. This is where I'm going with this. This is why you can appreciate a budget-friendly phone, and I'm looking for one just like you guys. That's why I bought a lot of those stylos and still use them, because they're really good. If you can get away with having a good camera, nice processor, at least 600, a 650 processor, Snapdragon, or 4 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes of RAM, you good. That's why Google is kicking a lot of ass. That's why Google is right now like the budget phone to get, that Google 3A. The price you paying $400 and you get all those features. The cameras is bad as fuck. I mean, it's dope as fuck. Bruh, you just saving a lot of money. When you spending this amount of money for the same exact phone, just with a little upgrades, and they both are guilty for that, Samsung and Apple. Samsung just smart enough to put something that's innovative, like they would throw a fingerprint scanner in there, and they would add way more innovations and features than Apple. Apple stopped at just a small amount and still want you to pay, look at that, $1,100. And they're gonna have, I know they will have iPhones more expensive because they're gonna be released in different countries, but people will buy them. But like I said, this is where we at now. with the smartphones, and let's hope that we could get a good budget phone real soon that will drop. That's why a lot of people have faith in that Stylo 5 than the It phone for around 250 to 300. So we're still waiting to see if we get an unlocked version of that. Google continues to help out in the budget range, but to spend this amount for an iPhone that's not too much better than last year is so debatable. And a lot of people are debating on that Note 10, like it's really not an overhaul, but it's better. I would say as far as power, plus you got 12 gigabytes, and you got more features. And when you're dealing with the Note line, you're actually just dealing with power, period. And it's on another level. But to spend $1,000 just for a regular phone, that's what I'm saying. It's iffy, but hey, to each his own. Like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe later.